All right, welcome back. We've got more live guests in studio with us this morning. There's a walk coming up to Defeat ALS in Grand Rapids. Joining us live is Tanya Peterson, Director of Care Services, and Tanya Horan, the Director of Development with the ALS Association. Great to have you both here live with us this morning.
Thank you.
Such an important cause. You know, we've been talking about this the last several years. Of course, it was the bucket challenge that I think really brought ALS to the forefront, but still many people don't know what it is. Can we start there with what is ALS?
Absolutely. ALS is an always fatal neurodegenerative disease. And it really leaves people with the ability to no longer walk, talk, swallow, and then eventually breathe. It's also important to note that there's two different types of ALS. Sporadic ALS, which affects 90% of people, so it can be anyone.
Wow.
And then there's the 10%, which is familial, means that it runs in the family and there's some sort of genetic component.
Wow, so something that certainly greatly impacts lives, and we're seeing more and more people talk about living with ALS. And so that's why it's great to see these efforts to put an end to this. I mean, you talk about the always fatal. Those are powerful words, meaning there is no cure, right?
Right.
Absolutely. That was one of the things when I joined the ALS Association that was sort of hard to get your head around. When you talk about other nonprofits, they celebrate survivors. And so at this nonprofit, it was really an incredible thing to get your mind around the fact that it's 100% fatal. So when someone is diagnosed, that journey becomes something that is so emotionally engulfing for the entire family unit and all of their friends, which is why when we have events like our walk coming up on September 13th, you see so many people rally around the loved one because they're all affected. They all are now feeling that kind of terminal diagnosis and what that means for the people that are around them.
Yeah, such an important point. Well, tell us about the walk, September 13th. Tell us about what you have coming up.
Sure, it's going to be an incredible event. It's going to be at the Millennium Park this year, and it will be at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So what's nice about that is you can kind of get up in the morning and get some of the things done you need to get done with your family, and then come out and enjoy. It's just a little over a mile walk.
Okay.
We did the walk together last week.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful walk, and it's very inclusive. It's got an easy pathway for everyone. So whether you're in a wheelchair or you're having some difficulties, it's not much further than just over a mile.
Nice.
And it allows you to really get a chance to be with the other people and other families that are like-minded and other caregivers and truly celebrate each other and support one another. Care Services will be there as well to help families know what types of things they can get, what types of connections they can make, and Care Services will be there that day, as well as we've got great music and fun things planned for even the kids.
Wow, sounds like a great event, and a lot of times that is key. You know, you've got families living with this, struggling with it, and oftentimes don't know, where can I turn?
Right.
Where can I get these resources that will help me? Can you talk more about that?
Yeah, absolutely. And I think a biggest part of like the ALS Association is our care services team.
Yes.
So we have care services managers that can help people once they're diagnosed and their family members really navigate resources.
Wow.
Not only within the community, like locally, but also nationally. There's some great foundations and other organizations that can help support people with ALS. And that care services team is really there to walk alongside of them during their journey and really, again, help them navigate that, make those connections, and make sure that they're well supported, you know, in their journey living with ALS, and really working on really giving them that quality of life as well.
I can only imagine how helpful that is. I mean, just getting the diagnosis, I can't imagine how overwhelming that is, and what you need to do, where you need to turn to next. So having someone that can work one-on-one with your family to help you navigate that, that sounds incredible. Okay, I don't want us to run out of time because I know there are some things you're wanting to show me and show our viewers about sort of what it's like experiencing and living with ALS.
Sure, so I wanted to bring a little fun example.
Yes.
So many times people, when they're diagnosed with ALS, they're coming to us because they want to find out, how do I get the ability to get a wheelchair? My loved one needs a speaking device. My loved one needs a transfer equipment. And yes, we are here to help connect those dots. We are here to help you have the ability to get access to what you need. But sometimes it's the small things. It's the small things that allows a family to still feel like someone is independent. right? So I brought you a special sippy cup today because it's double-sided and it has the extra straw in here. And sometimes just for a family member to feel like they can still get their own drink.
Oh.
Sometimes we're thinking, oh, they need a ramp or they need this or they need that. Yes, by all means, we're here for the big stuff, but we're also here with our therapists as well to help people understand sometimes something small, like allowing a patient to still take their own drink and take a sip using a straw, means that maybe they can feel a little bit more independent for a little bit longer. So I'm giving you a fun little double-sided sippy cup.
And so basically the idea is, because this is plastic, because it's got the lid, because it's got the straw, that this is something maybe someone with ALS can operate on their own without needing assistance.
If you're having muscle weakness, if you're having some tremors or some muscle weakness, having the two sides with the handles makes it a lot easier to grip onto that or find a grip or be able to hold on to that.
We maybe want to get a close-up of this cup. I don't know if we've already shown that, but it's important to know the key parts there that are making it so that someone with ALS can continue to have that independent lifestyle. I'm sure that is so important. And it sounds like ALS is something that does affect your motor skills. I mean, that really is sort of the biggest part of it, it sounds like.
Yeah, I think like the biggest key to, or like takeaway, is that it's really important that when someone's diagnosed with ALS, that they get connected with one of the ALS clinics. We have some fantastic ALS clinics here in Michigan. We have 4 that are certified clinics, and then we have 1 affiliated in Kalamazoo. And I think it's really important because it's that one-stop shop that provides that comprehensive care for that person by specialists that are trained in ALS. So whether it's occupational therapists, you have your neurologists, your nurses, your dietitians, and you also have somebody from the ALS Association that's there, again, to help them and to answer questions that they may have. They may not know where to get started. And again, it's a very overwhelming diagnosis. And they feel very lost and at times very frustrated. And so we're really hoping that, as you know, at the ALS Association, they can come to us, whether it's care services or in development. We have fantastic care services managers and development team that work alongside those that are diagnosed and their families.
Such fantastic and important work. I know so many families are so thankful to have people like you to help them with this really difficult process and lifelong experience for the person diagnosed and their families. That walk is coming up on September 13th. You can check in at noon. Be sure to support such an important cause. Ladies, thank you so much again for being here with us.
Thank you. Have a great day.
Yeah, have a great day.
We're back right after this.